Going live. Arabic. Oh, greetings to everyone that happens to tune into the stream today. I am notoriously known as Miss Sylvie, and I am here again today to continue Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
You want a picture? Of the monkey? Of course.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of you too. Alright, now that I've got a lighter, I request Freebird! I can't wait to take this to a concert in 30 fucking years to wave this around. Oh! Yeah, sure, I'll try to figure her out. Discarded key. Hup! Aha! The Great Sphinx. Excuse me. I got a bone to pick with you. And I'm just picking them off.
Sweet dreams. Dream stealer. Looking into the past.
Pyramid, Sphinx, Ziggurat, and an eye are the four predominant symbols on this thing.
What riddles do you hold?
They don't pay you enough for this. Well, here. Then why don't you go ahead and take an extra break? On the house!
Nighty night.
There you go. Use your hat as a fucking pillow. Fascist. No full auto in the dig site! Let's see. Best part is Star is sitting. Star is sitting underneath my desk right now, sleeping. Bonkoot. Can you dig this fucking beautiful?
Excuse me.
Ooh. That's it! I've gotten me mallet!
Man on board!
Whack-a-mole!
Off to the dreamlands.
Hey, some revolver bullets. Oh.
Ich habe die Schätze versteckt wie abgemacht. So laut. Oh, Entschuldigung. Wenn wir das hier hinbekommen, wird sich das mehr als lohnen.
Hey guys, gotta ask you something.
Wird's richtig übel.
Does this sound like dynamite to you?
Ich werde es nicht mehr erwähnen.
Oh, I just had a dumb idea. I just had a dumb idea.
Ich muss diesen Mann überprüfen. Dieser Ägypter sieht verdächtig aus. Was machst du hier? Knallt ihn ab! Nein!
Nice choo-choo slide. Yeah. Ha! Okay, so I have a dumb idea. I'm gonna try it next time I see dynamite, and I'll hammer this point home. Huh. Some bandages. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll check out this Great Sphinx here first, because honestly, I've always wanted to see this thing.
What took you so long, Scramble?
The fuck?
Nice to see you too.
I'm trying to open this big door, but I don't know how.
Clearly, you need a foot pendant. Let's see what this journal page says.
Let's see here.
Day 13, discovered a curious indentation on the wall. Not sure what to make of it. Meyer is to take over as excavation leader for tomorrow. He will lead to Brendan. Ding. I came rambling about generators with some power failure. I told him I had no time for his nonsense. The man nearly as upwell as his brother received a telegram from the Vatican. They have found the artifacts awaiting boss's return. 14, I found a golden medallion. Perhaps should tell us.
The Nazis found some kind of golden medallion. Took it to their recreational area.
That medallion sounds pretty important, don't you think?
You're damn right. Now let's go take it back from them.
You go. I'll stay here.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, medicine. Okay. That's an interesting noise. Ha! Nazi fell to his death. I'll need this for when the mummies attack. An ancient relic.
I'm not leaving this for loss.
Oh, Hey! Thank God for oil. The Mummy's Curse! The Mummy's Curse! The Mummy's Curse sounds like a thunder stick! Is that it? Just a dead Nazi and an ancient artifact. I'm not complaining. It's just seemed like it was setting up for something bigger. Wow, well. Meteorological station.
Was nun? Komisch. Hau ihm auf die...
Hey, halt! Was ist denn nun schon wieder?
Say hello to the Second Amendment! Revolver bullets. Ooh. Spinal tap! And we run in. Hey, can you dig out? You know, I think we need to bury things between us.
Ich poliere dir die Fresse!
That's close enough.
Bitch.
That little guy packed a punch.
Okay. Now, I can get inside this place now that I have a light. Ha ha! Fuck you, scorpions! Hey there, Chief. Mind if I grab this? A heroic warrior defeating his foe in armed combat.
More Steely.
I hope they don't mind if I steal this Steely. His remains are crushed. Like we can't go any farther. Oh! Back through the scorpions. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Fuck off. Fuck off, you giant motherfuckers. Ow. Rude. Hey, how you doing? Haha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck off. Bitches. Time to disguise myself. Time to disguise myself.
This'll do.
There we go. Excuse me, I'm practicing for the Olympics. Don't mind me. There we go. Yep. Touchdown. Cambridge University achieves 7 points. Ooh, pardon me. Okay. Ah, some dynamite. I did say I was going to do something stupid when I got my, Hey, Chief, let me ask you something. Does this look like dynamite to you? Okay. I figured that was probably going to be the case. I thought maybe I could survive it with Lucky Hat, but apparently not. It just straight up kills you. Which, I suppose, makes sense. Oh, touchdown. Drop. Oh! Let me bandage that twisted ankle. Ow. Okay. Now to continue in earnest. Gesundheit. Let's try something. Oh, whoopsie. I must have accidentally lit the fucking, dynamite. Good thing I didn't cause a cave-in. That would have been a really shit way for Indy's story to end. Hey, look, more dynamite. There's gotta be a use for this. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, buddy! Catch! See, if you caught it, you wouldn't have had a problem. Excuse me while I light the ceiling on fire. Wow, you're surprisingly in one piece for a dude that was just blown up. Okay. Is this seriously all there is? I can't shake the feeling there's like supposed to be more to this area. I suppose there is. It's just caved in at the moment. If I can find some more... Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. So my logic is if I stack enough dynamite next to that thing, it should, in theory, clear the path. Alright, fine. Can't get into the holes directly, so as long as it sticks to it, we'll be fine. Almost forgot to take my meds. Oh, bruh, hey, welcome. Testing out an idea. I see a caved-in section in an area filled with dynamite, so my theory is that if I put enough dynamite next to the hole, it should, in theory, clear the way. Now, granted, I don't know how... Told you were stuck with me. I mean, that's valid. You're always welcome to chat. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright, that should have cleared the way. And now we can finally move... What? The fuck is this cave-in made from? Adamantium? What the fuck? That was 3 sticks of dynamite. Hello again. Can I only... Nah, that would have been awesome if I could light the beating stick on fire. That was my week. It was a week. That's about the best I can say. All things considered, I'm just trying to stay alive as best I can. You know what? Nazis don't deserve dynamite. Yeet. Oh no, the mind is exploding. I love how they ignored all the other explosions, but that's the one that alerted them. Oh yeah, my week was relatively uneventful. Just mostly just usual stuff. Running D&D games, working on auditions, streaming shit, trying to figure out how the fuck Project Zomboid works. Usual week-to-week shit for me. Yeah, I do voice acting work. It's one of the few jobs I can do, given my skill range that and my disability.
Vielleicht mal sehen, ob du da drüben. Oh, jetzt bist
Bye bye. Hey, Commandant, does this look like a bullet to you? That's what I thought. What do you voice act for? More or less whatever I can get work from. Haven't gotten really anything of note. Last thing I did was a audition. Last thing I did that I actually got paid for was doing some voice acting work for a audio book, but the project they were doing the book for was for a small publishing company, and with everything that had been going on the last few years, they decided to pull the audiobook stuff from their repertoire. Still got paid for the work, but they never published their audiobook stuff. Hey, duck! Goose! Ow! Hey, that wasn't very nice. What is my dream voice acting job? Honestly, I just like to be able to do like voice acting for like video games or animated shows or stuff like that. Personally, at the end of the day, all I've ever wanted to do with my life has been be the person that someone's coming home from a really shit day. They go and watch something I either made or voice acted in or was a part of, and it helped them feel better. Like, I want to be a quote-unquote comfort character, to where, like, that is always all I've wanted to do. I don't want to get super famous. I don't want to get super rich. I just want to be able to comfortably live a life just entertaining people. That is it. Well, that's nice to hear, bro. Yeah, I know, but I know I'm doing that now with the streams I'm doing, but the sad truth is I don't make that. I can't make a living off of it currently. I'm still one of those streamers that doesn't make enough to actually, do this for a living. I'm basically surviving off of disability, to be honest. It's the only reason why I'm able to really dedicate long periods of times like this, just because of the fact that I just can't work most noble jobs. One, two, three.
Company.
Wow, your ass was harder than your head. Hey, Doc, does this look loaded to you?
Hit your distance, pal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, glass jaw. Do you have a donate thingy or not currently? I wanted to wait until I got like whatever the term is for like Twitch's stuff, like affiliate or something like that. Um, Before I got really into the thing where I'm asking people for money, because I don't want to ask for people for money. You know, given everything that everyone's going through at the moment, I don't feel right asking people for cash, especially when, you know, there's no guarantee that come tomorrow I'm going to be, able to do the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I may look into it, but I haven't thought about it. And I was waiting until I got affiliate because I didn't want to ask, like, the 2 or 3 people that do watch my stuff. You're not asking me for money, I'm asking to give you money. Well, I may look into it going forward. But for the moment, no, I don't have any kind of donation stuff. The most I ever did when it came to donation stuff was I was trying to raise money for the Trevor Project when I was actively streaming probably about a few years ago, when I was doing it almost like, I think I was doing it like probably like 4 days a week, whereas like every other day kind of thing. But that was the only time I ever really asked for money when it came to anything I streamed. Hey! Put the gun down! Fuck you. Uh-uh. Ow. Rude. Ow! I think I got conked on the back of the head. So why does your homie in the bottom right look like Velma? That's basically just me. That is my go-to sort of look, I guess you could say. I represent myself as non-binary, and frankly, they look like Velma because the art style I used for this character and most of the stuff I tend to doodle is like in that Hanna-Barbera style, like Scooby-Doo. So there are some similarities. So part of it is like, this is sort of like my go-to outfit. The glasses are just colored purple just because of the fact that the character that this represents usually has violet eyes, but because the Hanna-Barbera style is very minimalist, colored eyes don't usually look very good, so I decided to have the color be in the glasses rather than the eyes. Like, this was the default version of my PNG tuber thing that I was working on. And the reason why it was taking so long is because I was trying to figure out how to do a GIF with the programs I used to make it. And then I discovered that it wasn't actually possible with the program. So I had to get a completely different program in order to do it. And I got it done so quickly. I'm honestly kind of embarrassed at how long it took me to figure out how to make a GIF. Okay. Hi. Does this look like a fist? What about this?
Pleasure's all mine.
Oh, yeah. I purposely wanted to have something similar to Velma's look, and to be honest, just because the fact that, honestly, I've always loved the design of the Scooby-Doo characters, even... They're just so... I guess I want to say amazingly amazingly cheap, but I feel like that's more of an insult than a compliment. Light. Now I can see what's down here. It's like kick rocks. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. If I hold this chain for long enough, maybe it will automatically release? Nope, I just gotta let go. Oh boy, a hole. A hole I can't see. Oh, good. Torches. Well, that's lucky. Or unlucky. I'm not sure which, because I was trying to get it to the bottom. Fuck. Henry Jones from downtown. Oh, that's actually not that deep. Okay. Alright. Wait, I could have sworn these didn't have lantern oil. Well, so when are we getting a face reveal? To be honest, part of the reason why I did the PNG tuber thing is because I didn't want to do a face reveal because of the fact that I've got a situation where while my voice is incredibly expressive, my face is kind of paralyzed, for lack of a better term. So while I sound excited and genuine, I look like I look like someone's reading me the dictionary word for word. So if I was to do like a face reveal, I would probably do it on like, say, the equivalency of like 1,000 subscribers on like Twitch or like 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Something where it's like it would be like a massive milestone kind of thing. You know what I mean? Especially since it's just going to be a disappointment. I'm just the typical American mutt. Got a mixture of a little bit of everything. Oh, well. Ah, damn it, that would have been cool! Eh. Yeah. Yeah, I can get the understanding behind that. But the sad truth is, the way things are at the moment, like, the trust kind of has to be... like, I would say I have a lot of faith in the internet these days. So it's one of those things that I like to keep my anonymity, because that way I can... Oh, here we go. That way I can go about my day-to-day stuff without having to worry about being harassed. Because, you know, being a disabled person, there are a lot of people that have tried to take advantage of that. Physically, I'll say. I've gotten to a few fights because someone thought someone recognized me and realized that because I was disabled, they could try and win a fight. Thankfully, I have, you know, friends that, you know, watch my ass, but, you know, at the end of the day, It's just easier to just keep the anonymity. And if I ever decide to do a face reveal, it'll probably be something in the way future. I like being able to just enjoy my personal time, I guess you could say. Ooh, Star, why'd you poot? Sorry. Household service animal, well, retired service animal, is currently sitting underneath my desk, and they just had a really nasty poot. Ooh, oh God! Ugh. Ugh. Jesus Christ, Star. Ugh. Light. Light. Okay. Into the tunnel. Ah. I think that flashbang me. Oh. Wait. That cannot be it. Ah. Over there. I got good at going. Might be back if I'm not. Enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend. Same to you. Thank you for stopping in, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your week as well. Okay, let's get this door open. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about getting that's opening it from that side. Okay, so I think I have to. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go! Was close. Okay. What the? Ra Sealy. The sun god Ra, one of the oldest deities of Egyptian pantheon. The pharaohs were earthly embodiments of Ra. Hey, that's pretty good. It does not look... Whoa! That's a Nazi. Alright, so the Nazis are now wandering around in here. Excuse me. Okay. Now just walk out of there like I don't have stolen artifacts. Hmm? What is it? Okay. I will admit, this is one of those locations that... The Sahara is one of those places that I always feel like, hey, 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 hey.
Kehr Bitte ist da jemand? Einer verloren, Mist!
You should take up pottery.
Geh nicht.
Didn't realize the Nazis were really big into pot. Ah, some medicine. It's never wrong to steal from a Nazi. heal. Oh, almost forgot to take from this. Oh, radio frequencies.
Classified. Must be important.
There it is. Thanks for the loot, Nazis. Always satisfying. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm just picking off Nazis one by one.
Poor thing. Fell like a leaf.
Sorry, we are maintaining radio blackout. Hey, Commandant, you ever heard of Minecraft?
Whoops.
This is a surprise tool we could use for later. Excuse me, I need to activate that colon. I'm glad you understand. Oh, wait, can I up? Oh! So, wait, I can... Oh, shit!
Das klang merkwürdig.
Hey. 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 You like my lighter? Do you like my lighter? No full auto in the dig site!
Strange fella.
Excuse me, I need to drill this point home.
Bleib auf Abstand.
Pleasure is all mine.
No whistles. And don't present.
Bist du ja?
Ah, the hook's on the other side. No, it's not. Huh, where is it?
Hell of a drop.
Come on. Right on the cinder block. Face plants. Ow. Ow. Hi, welcome back. Okay. Hit the damn thing! Okay, this is just getting embarrassing. Yeah, welcome back. Fuck you. Taking the monies. Bandages. Here we go. Holy fuck, that took me way too fucking long. I only got mine to stop lagging, so what did I miss? Beating the shit out of Nazis, catchy one-liners. Mostly just a lot of this. Always satisfying. But, primarily, I've been just going through this, collecting steelies, from these dig sites before the Nazis can get them. Because fuck the Nazis. Oh! Ow! Woo! He hit the ground so fast. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I love about some of the ragdolls in this. I whipped a Nazi off of a platform, and he fell, and obviously his kill thing went into effect, but his body ended up face planting into a cinder block barricade on the way down, and I just heard this thunk when he hit the ground. Okay. In we go. Oh! Didn't know I could do that. Hey, excuse me. You mind if I talk to you about my drinking problem? See, I just can't seem to drink these right. I always end up breaking them. Excuse me, I'd like your input on my wife's cooking. Yeah, see, I'm not exactly a big fan either.
Warum hat sie nicht geschrien? Es ist doch schon 3 Monate.
Hey, Doc, I think you need a good hearty meal.
The Dreamlands.
I love some of the way these ragdolls interact with the fucking environment.
Mann am Boden! Was ist jetzt wieder los?
Now playing next, The Sound of Silence. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect from Nazi engineering? They weren't exactly using their best and brightest. Hey, let me sweep you off your feet. Oh. This is always how I find out I have a max amount on the fucking healing items. Is when I can't take anymore. You know, my husband says I have an explosive personality.
Du da drüben! Stopp! Er ist hier!
Hot-handed! Welcome to the war zone, motherfucker!
Halt sofort an! Nimm das!
Ha! Friendly fire!
Da bist du ein.
Hey, does this look like dynamite to you? Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
Du hast Angst vor mir!
You need to clean up your act!
Da bist du ja. Brauch Munition.
Shovel pun! Oh, my shin! Now, see, that's what happens. When you can't think of a good one-liner, that's when you get your ass beat. Yep. Yep. Ow. The only downside I will say is that the fucking... Ow. The only downside I have to say about this game... I ran out of ideas at the end there, huh? Kinda, yeah. It's like there's only so many times you can just fucking do a fucking shovel pun before you just start repeating shit. And I've used a lot of them, both in Giza and at the Vatican, both on Thursdays and Fridays. So any of the puns I don't say here, I probably said on a previous day, or hell, I've probably said multiple times. You also run out of fucking new ways to do puns because the Nazis keep respawning. I wouldn't have this issue of not having any fucking one-liners if the Nazis stopped respawning. It's like, stop spawn camping me. Stop spawning. Hey, do you want to play whack-a-mole?
You might think the odds are in your favor.
Jetzt bist du bestimmt voller Reue!
Hey, check out this shovelware.
Du bist am...
Ow. Okay, so this is so I've found the recreational area, which is one of the places I need to go for one of the missions. 'Cause it looks like one of the things I need to collect is in this area. Excuse me, I need to hammer this point home.
Keep your distance, pal. You might think the odds are in your favor.
Betreten verbunden!
Oh nein.
Dich im Schlaf besiegen!
Can you dig it?
Du warst ein Fortschritt.
Halt dich!
Fighting night.
Puppy, no. Yeah.
Beweg dich, Mann. Mann am Boden.
Hey, no, 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 no. Bad boy. Bad boy.
Weiter so! Auf ihn!
Hey, don't share with me about your drinking problem.
Das war gut, oder?
Yo, check out your chiseled jawline. Yeah, that's the one thing I do like, is they keep bringing me the means of beating them up more.
Hab dich im Visier. Piece of cake.
That's gonna be super awkward if they wake up. Excuse me. Watch as I heal right in front of you. Hey, I was trying to heal. That's very rude. So inconsiderate. Some people have to fix their wounds. You're lucky I can't light your pants on fire. Okay. I wish I knew what the fuck I'm holding, though. It's got to be some kind of tool. Hello. A photograph area. For what? Poker. Wow, dude fucking ruined the cards. Oh, it's a single-hand pickaxe. Okay, yeah, that actually does make sense. I didn't act... You know, that does make 100% sense. It just looks weird, because in my mind, I keep thinking of pickaxe as a fucking... Oh, it wasn't a foot, it was a bird.
There you go. Let me see here.
Jack of Hearts with Gantz and Voss written on it. Huh. Weird.
Jack. A manservant or name.
Einer von uns am Boden!
Los, pass auf!
Let's see.
Mann am Boden!
Er hat wen umgelegt!
Is this a straight? I fucking can't tell. Ah. Dude fucking spilled liquor or jizz or whatever the fuck it all over his cards and I can't fucking see them. Oh wait, here we go. They all have the same fucking hand. No wonder they stopped playing poker. Everyone realized that everyone was fucking cheating. Nothing. I don't know about that.
Liegt ein Kamerad!
I think I could pick up what they're putting down.
Kamerad verwundet!
I wonder what happened to him. Maybe it's this. Wow, you guys are really, really shit at paying attention. Ooh. What we got in here? Money? Thank you. Yeah, wow, that game must have been awkward. I would have loved to it if just everyone put like revealed their cards and everyone realized they had the exact same straight. Like not even like everyone had a straight. Like everyone had an ace of spades, a two of clubs, a three of diamonds, and a four of hearts. Oh, come on. How dare you not have fire physics for these? You can't give me a lighter and not allow me to light the fucking swastika on fire. Nazi Simona.
I don't have time for silly matinee adventures.
I feel like it's actually less effective to sneak since it always breaks the weapon. Not necessarily. What the sneak does is it instantly knocks them out, and to do that, it takes 3 charges of at it takes 3 charges of the item's durability. Most items tend to be 2 or 3 durability, but that also means that you can instantly knock someone out with a bottle of liquor. And it's pretty much anyone of any size, I think. So it's actually effective. It's just sometimes you might whiff or they might turn around at the worst possible moment. The game is very much designed around a more stealthy kind of mindset. I just like fucking beating up Nazis, so that's why I keep doing this shit. Like, if I was playing something like Splinter Cell or something like that, where, you know, you're dealing with just rogue operatives and you're, you know, and it's still designed around that stealth mindset, I'd probably be a little bit more cautious and a little bit more stealthy. But because these are Nazis and Nazis need to be have the shit beaten out of them, I'm going to beat up Nazis with whatever cards they give me. Yeah. The King of Spades with Voss and a skull drawn on it.
In the court of the king.
Hey, what do we got here? Slugger. Increased damage from charge-up attacks. Ooh.
This sounds interesting.
I will admit, the one thing I wish I could take as a weapon are the helmets. Because I would love to have knocked out a Nazi that was wearing a helmet, take his helmet, and use it to knock out the next Nazi. Okay. So there was the Jack, the King. Where would the... I feel like there's a Queen somewhere. Ooh, money. Wow. That's some strong glass. Have you used any of your adventure points? I have. I periodically go into, like, the books and whatnot to purchase some of these bonuses and whatnot. I didn't realize what the adventure points were used for. In fact, let me go ahead and... There we go. I didn't realize what the adventure points were for. I thought it was just basically part of a score thing. Basically, sort of like, I guess, an achievement list. I didn't realize there was a functional unit to them until I was about halfway through the Vatican. I thought that when you picked up a book, it automatically gave you the bonus. I didn't realize I had to purchase it. Ah, okay. So it wasn't the window that was strong, it was the fucking lock. Which I don't know how that kept me from breaking the window on the other side, but whatever. I'll be honest, though. I really do love this game. This is probably quickly becoming one of my new favorite games. Just because I am a huge fan of the Indiana Jones IP. And, frankly, it's just a legitimately fun game. Like, there are not many adventure, exploration and discovery-based games that I found to enjoy. It is also still broke from the single glass bottle. Somehow stop you from breaking the window.
Need to get away.
Hey, anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yeah, I mean, that, I will admit, sometimes the physics of this game could be a little wonky. Hey, it's a farewell to arms.
Scott before.
Yeah. frankly, I just hope that this game is the start of a series, because I would love to have more Indiana Jones games like this with a little bit more focus on the exploration and puzzle solving. Like, don't get me wrong, beating the shit out of Nazis is always fun, but I will admit, I do wish there was a little bit more explorative discovery of finding stuff. Like, yeah, I could occasionally find, like, things like these ancient relics, which are pretty neat, but by the same token, they're just basically stone dildos, more or less. Like, I would like to be able to, like, find a lot more interesting stuff while exploring around. I like to see this as sort of like the Mass Effect 1 of like what could be a series or something like that. Yeah, it has a very phallic shape. Yeah. I like to think of this as sort of like the Mass Effect 1 of what could be a like a series or a trilogy or something like that. Hell, one thing I talked about when I first started playing this... Hey. Yeah. One of the things I thought about, okay, you know what? Hey! No! Give! Bad!
You almost had it.
Mass Effect series is actually one of my favorite video game series of all time. It is like my go-to. Like whenever someone asks me what is my favorite video game series, it is always Mass Effect. Is number one on that list. The only one that comes close, and that's just because of how significant it was to my life, was Team Fortress 2. But yeah, it's like the way that this game starts is it starts you with the opening to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, I don't know why it took me so long to actually get that up. Who is my favorite character in Mass Effect? Garrus Vakarian, hands down. Like, Garrus is the homie. Like, he is like he is the genuine definition of what I would consider Shepard's best friend.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. Tally's pretty good. Like, I love Tally as well, but Tally admittedly has a few quirks that do make her not as enjoyable to me, just because of just how gameplay stuff is. Like, character-wise, she is great. But the one thing that always frustrated me about Tali was the fact that with her loyalty mission, you had to have, if you didn't want to basically sell out and, like, you know, rat out her dad, you had to basically have pretty much maxed out Paragon or Renegade points in order to avoid her being exiled. Yeah, Legion's pretty good. Like again, my only frustration with Legion is the fact that he comes in too fucking late. Like, I would have liked it if Legion was able to be collected early on, like they had originally planned. Because I know originally they planned it to where you could start off with just about any of the missions to collect any of the companions, but they had to break it into 2 discs in order to get the game to work on the Xbox, so they just broke it into 2 halves. Which is why you can have moments that are like dialogue moments where you have characters like Legion and whatnot showing up when you go to recruit Morden or such. But But because they went with the layered version, you don't get Legion until like you're ready to go against the collectors, and by then, you don't really get much time with him.
Found the medallion?
Of course. Any signs of Laura?
No, nothing.
But yeah, I would love if they made a video game version of the 3 Indiana Jones movies. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom,
This hasn't
and
been disturbed for thousands of years.
Really? Are you sure about that? Because there looks like a pretty disturbed hole there. Yeah, Morden's death actually made me cry. Like, Morden's passing and his final words still stick with me. Because they are such a badass final words to the main character. They were such a beautiful end to a character. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Watch your step.
Can't see the bottom.
Huh. Alright. Down. Periscope!
Wow.
This hasn't been disturbed for thousands of years.
This is a very bright lantern. Lighter.
Yeah. Watch your step.
Can't see the bottom.
Good thing I brought a lighter.
That is a good thing.
Yep, bought this little fella at the market.
Well, I hope you didn't buy it from that lady with the monkey. Nawad told me she's a con artist.
No, of course I didn't.
Yeah. Great game series, but there was real running. Someone always dies. I mean, that's kind of the point, is you're dealing with a war that is the galaxy facing extinction. There was kind of it was kind of a no-win scenario. It's why the ending to Mass Effect 3 didn't really bother me as much after they fixed it, when they actually explained it better. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you had essentially like one of 3 choices that were basically color-coded, but by the same token, there was really only one way Shepard's story was going to end. Yeah, it's only survival, not winning, and that's kind of, I think, the point of it, was the fact that you were dealing with an extinction event. And the only way to win in an extinction event is to survive. Whoa!
I've got you.
Good reflexes.
Now what? Look.
Where'd the fucking spikes go?
There.
Only one way to find out.
Huh. I love how I now can't see the fucking spikes. Alright.
Can you get through?
Yes, I'm through.
Wait there!
Wow, that is a pretty sturdy torch holder. Hey there, Chief. Okay. I find it funny, there's light shining through, yet they can't actually find their way in here. It's kind of funny.
The gate is opening! Come on, Strabo!
Hey, slow down, will ya?
Might as well be talking to the wall.
I may be a nuisance, Dr. Jones, but at least you can always count on me.
Are you sure about that?
Keep that in mind. too dark for a picture.
There we go.
Are these the guard?
I would guess so, yeah. These were artisans, masters of their craft. They lived and breathed beauty.
Yes, this is actually directly underneath the Great Sphinx of Giza. Like, that is where we are currently. Giza is in Egypt. It's where the Great Pyramids are. Oh, another ancient relic. More phallic symbols.
Beautiful.
Huh. I wish I knew hieroglyphics. I would be surprised if they fucking put in, like, in ancient Egyptian, just some kind of, like, haiku about a dick. Because, I mean, these are game designers, let's be 100% real. Oh, hey! Hey, Roomba, get out of here! Ow. Ow. Roomba. Ow. Get out of here. There you go. No. Keep going. There you go. Apparently my door wasn't closed all the way, so the Roomba wandered in. And there's a can underneath my foot. Lovely! Oh, it's not a can, it's a bottle. I hate it when I keep missing one or two fucking things when I'm cleaning up.
This is amazing.
Huh. What do we got here? Oh! We have a mirror puzzle.
What is that inside?
To be fair, even people that know them still could barely understand them.
Get it out of there. The gold mask.
We're sure gonna try.
Oh. A death mask. I think that's what that is. Hmm.
That's clever. They could choose where to shine the light with those mirrors. No, please.
Gold mask.
Golden ceremonial mask. Locked tight.
Yeah. Honestly, the funny thing I always think about is how hieroglyphics is basically
Those mirrors. I think I have the key to this.
Yeah, but to what?
it's sort of like is like ancient Braille kind of, because a lot of the time they were carved into stone and whatnot, meaning that you could actually feel the outline. And I just wonder how effective it is as a type of Braille. Because if the
Yes,
carvings have
exactly
a universal
what light does. It
design
reveals
as part of the
things.
language,
Is that right, Professor?
then could you, in theory, use hieroglyphics as a type of Braille? Okay, this thing can turn all the way to here.
We should try bouncing the light on those mirrors up there.
Nah, really? Ah! I didn't see them down there. Down we go. There we go.
Hear that? Incredible. It's reacting to the light.
Yeah, but it's not recommended since it's very complicated. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Those mirrors. I think they're the key to this.
Really?
Yeah, but to what?
Really? Really? You don't say. It's not like I just figured that out. I take my accomplishment. attachments. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those things that, like, a lot of, like, blind languages are kind of complicated at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, Braille is just a series of bumps, but by the
Yes,
same
that's exactly
token,
what light does. It reveals things.
it's like, but at the same token, all it is just like a series of bumps in a certain combination. And if you don't have the greatest tactile sense, A could feel just as close to a fucking B. I don't know. It like, because I remember, like, Pokemon used Braille for their Reggie stuff, and I couldn't have figured, like, it took me a while to figure out, even with, like, a guide.
Wow, it's wonderful. What is it?
It's a death mask.
Ceremonial mask, probably worn by the Guardians.
Or that, too.
May I see that?
No. Hey!
What if the guardians of ancient Egypt looked so frightening that they needed this mask to cover their faces?
Not a bad theory.
Oh, I'm coming for your card, mommy.
Hold still.
And the tomb's caving in. Well, you're fucked.
No, wait!
Well, I don't think they're actually mirrors in the way that we see them.
You alright?
I think so.
I think they're mirrors in the sense that they are just refractive metals, like silver, or how gold, despite that piece of gold
Sorry.
being held in that case, is still shining. It's probably refractive. It's probably
Wonderful.
a mirror in that sense, where it's a condensing of light and shaped in a way
How do we get out
to where
of
the
here?
light is sort of refracted. Instead of, like, what we would consider a mirror, which is basically a piece of glass.
Oh my god, look at the floor.
What the?
Scorpions.
Quick, light my torch.
Fuck off.
Shaw! Go away!
Fuck off.
We've got to get out of here!
Oh, beware the power of modern technology!
That looks like a door. It must be the exit. Come on.
They still shouldn't be clean after this long.
Oh no! It's a dead end! Look,
Fear! Fear! Hey there, Chief. Hope you don't mind me borrowing this. Fuck off.
Ram.
over here!
Cannibal.
Now,
Well, one
scram.
in the
You break that wall?
yeah.
I'm sure.
All right. So in the case of the scorpions, I think I actually know the reason for this one. Scorpions and a lot of insects and whatnot, like scarabs and all that kind of stuff, would be able to get into nooks and crannies that these ancient tombs would have that most people wouldn't be able to fit through. So in theory, a lot of these ancient tombs could end up being breeding grounds because it'd be one of the few places where they could reproduce without any predators. The other theory is that if it's a completely sealed tomb, cannibalism. There are some instances where some animals will eat their young or eat their parents or whatnot in order to survive. So it could be any one of those two factors. Because, like, given how much sand is around here, I wouldn't be surprised if these scorpions were basically burrowing through, like, the sandstone and whatnot to... Yes, actually, scarabs are those beetles that they always use in mummy movies and whatnot to, like, eat people alive and stuff like that. Like, the Brendan Fraser movies, scarabs were like these big, scary beetles that could eat you alive. Now, most scarabs don't really have that much bite force. Like, they will eat corpses 100%, but they're more like ravens than they are like other predators, to where they're more of a scavenger. They'll eat corpses and stuff like that, but they don't like eat the flesh off of your body at such a way that you would die. Like, they'll bite you and they'll hurt, but that's about it from what I understand. Granted, I'm not a entomologist, so I don't know all the details when it comes to scarabs and stuff like that. I think they're about as dangerous as fire ants, from what I can understand. So, falling in, getting bit by a fire ant isn't dangerous, but getting covered in hundreds, if not thousands of them, maybe. Just from the sheer, lacerations and, bleeding that you might get from hundreds of bites. And the accumulation of possibly a very, very, very weak venom. Because I think that's what makes fire ants' bites hurt, is the actual venom they have, which isn't enough by itself to really harm you, but if you have hundreds of them, the amount of it would be seriously dangerous. So they are dangerous in numbers. Yes, they are dangerous in dangerous in numbers. There are a lot of things tend to be very dangerous in numbers. Like a rat by itself or a mouse by itself may not be that dangerous. It may bite you and it may hurt, you may get sick, but it's not going to be that serious. But an entire swarm of rats biting you, yeah, that's going to be dangerous.
We're gonna try.
We need
Fuck
something
off.
heavy.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Ow, fuck off. Plus, scorpions like this would actually be less harmful to humans than tiny ones. Like, a single deer isn't as much, but a whole group is a lot. Yeah. Oh.
What happened? Is there an exit?
Doubt it.
Nope. Time for... Ow! Hi there. Gina, why did you walk away from the wall?
Oh my god, look at the floor.
Scorpions.
Ow. Okay, it will be that far back. The funny thing is,
Oh my
scorpions...
god, look at the floor.
Scorpions.
Shaw! Go away! We've got to get out of here!
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
What about that? That looks like a door.
Yeah. Funny thing is, scorpions
It
this
must be the
big,
exit. Come on.
while they would hurt,
Oh no!
their venom would be so fucking weak to us that we shouldn't be too much of an issue. Because the weird thing with scorpions is, I don't know if you are aware of this, the bigger the scorpion, the less potent the venom is. Like,
Dead end!
if you notice, these things tend to have,
There's a torch in sight.
because when scorpions get bigger, they tend to rely more on their pincers than they do their tail. But the smaller the scorpion, the bigger the tail, which means the more potent venom, which is always an interesting thing from an evolutionary standpoint. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Over here! This wall looks weak! What happened? Is there an exit?
Scram. Doubt it.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what I always thought too when I was younger.
Scorpions.
Quick, torch.
Yeah. But I mean, I suppose it like you could think of it like this: because they're bigger, their pincers tend to be more powerful than if they're smaller. So they have to rely more on their poison in order to take out
It must be the exit.
any would-be predators. Because that's part of the reason why they have the stinger, is so that way not only can they take out their prey, but they can protect themselves against predators.
Look, there is a torch
Most
inside.
scorpions, when they get this big, tend to rely more on their pincers, because when you're that big, that pincer will hurt like a motherfucker. It's like getting clapped. It's like getting pinched by a crab.
Get out of here.
Over here. This wall looks weak. Can we break that wall?
I'm sure gonna try.
We need something heavy.
Okay, so I guess I have to wait for you, Gina.
What happened? Is there an exit?
Doubt it.
Gina, don't push them towards me! What the fuck? Ow, ow. Jesus, Gina!
Come on, go.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck off. And we're back here. Oh, wait, no, this is a different one. Huh.
Well, these scorpions are gone.
Not out of here just yet.
Ah, don't worry. It's just one more mirror puzzle. Right?
One more mirror puzzle, one more trap you'll set off, and one more attempt on my life. You know what? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were working with the Nazis trying to get me killed.
Let's try this.
What
You
the?
broke it.
I broke it. Maybe they should have built it to last 1,000 years longer.
Let's try the other door now.
All right.
Okay.
It worked. It looks like one of those pedestals.
Really?
Yeah, the mirror's missing.
So,
Maybe you can lift me up here? I can see if there is something we need behind that door.
okay. Sure. All right.
Get ready.
You ready? There you go.
Okay.
Well done.
Need a light?
It's fine. There's some light coming in here. I found something in the rubble. It's another mirror.
Slide it under the door.
Here. Take it.
Got it.
Thank you. Oh,
See a way out of there?
it's brass.
Yeah. Don't
I
worry.
suppose that makes sense given the time period. Brass would be a relatively refractive material, and if it didn't really oxidize that much, it could, in theory, still be this refractive. Though I do have to admit, it does make me wonder how it didn't oxidize this much.
Another mirror.
Okay.
Good
so
job,
where do we put
Gina.
it?
What if...
Hmm. Okay, Gina, that's actually a pretty smart idea.
Look, the statue.
It's working. It's opening the door.
We did it.
We're not out of the woods just yet.
Statue of Light, puzzle complete. There's something over there. Hey, Gina, do you think you could help me up here? No, probably not. All right. Well, maybe I'll be able to find it on the other way.
Who built all of this, Dr. Jones?
King Khufu, maybe one of his descendants. Guardians must have been highly regarded by the kings of ancient Egypt to be treated like this.
All right. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Oh,
Oh. I think we are below the room where we came in.
makes sense. Would explain why I immediately died when.
Watch your step.
Just about to say the same.
Really? Huh. Anubis is giving a TED talk to the people of Egypt. He's talking to them about his pet cat Bastet and how many views it got on the Egyptian TikToks. Oh, I'm in that other side. Another dildo.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Scorpions over there.
Fuck
I don't
off.
like the light. See?
Oh, yes. A mirror. Come on, get me up there.
Alright. Alright, Gina. Come on.
Don't drop me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
How's it going?
Good work. You need to go around. I tried keeping the scorpions away from you.
Good thinking.
Above you. Use the ledge and climb across.
Alright.
Watch your hands.
What is that?
Scorpions on the ledge.
Oh, fuck. Don't pinch my fingers. Don't pinch my fingers. Nah, I can see you. I can see you thinking about it. I see you, motherfucker. Don't you fucking do it. Okay, why am I not able to move any farther? God damn it. I couldn't go over any farther.
You need to go around. I tried keeping the scorpions away from you. Watch your hands.
Okay, so I guess down isn't the answer.
You need to go around. I tried keeping the scorpions away from you.
Good thinking.
Watch your hands.
Ah! There we go. What the? No, Indy. We don't go on the wall. We go on the ground.
Almost there.
Ow, 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 ow. That light ain't doing shit, Gina! Fuck! Ow, fuck! Thank you for shining the light at the very end, Gina. Okay.
What's this?
A Steely. A scene with a winged guardian-like figure watching over a ruler.
Stealing with a guardian motif.
I would feel very bad taking beautiful things from graves and keeping them for myself.
Look, I'm not a grave. History should be unearthed and exposed for everyone. There's a lot we can learn from the past.
Seems I struck a nerve, huh?
Yeah, you did. You wouldn't be surprised how often I'm called a grave robber. Huh. We must be in no joke, an ancient Egyptian library of some kind. Meaning that these could be actual historical records. Or maybe catalogs of deaths, or people that have been part of this guardians or whatnot. This is the more interesting thing. Fuck off. Hey, another wings motif. Hey, Gina. That isn't something I can photograph. Feels like it should be, though. There we go. Thank God there's still oil in these fucking brazens. They're most likely history tablets. If true, like, that's probably what they are, and if that is true, that would be probably amazing, because that could mean that like, the fuck, Gina? Don't think I didn't just see that fucking no clip. Oh, I get it. You're a fucking god. That's what it is. Who are you? Are you ISIS or some shit? Do you even have a sister? Oh. We're back here.
We made it back, Dr. Jones.
Let me go first. I can pull you up.
But yeah, no, if those are history tablets, that would be amazing, because that could be hundreds, if not thousands of years of Fuck off.
Dai, muoviti, strambo!
I'm trying.
The fuck? Oh. Yeah, hundreds of years of history. That could answer a lot of questions, especially about that time period
almost died?
of Egypt, where we don't know that much about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one would be a lot more
Can't see
dangerous
why you
poison.
like hunting treasures from the past.
but the ones that you like,
Maybe I'm
the
just
ones you would really need to be scared of
trying to
are the
see
ones that are basically about the size of a quarter. Though, like that's when you really get into the scorpions that start to get a dangerous amount of poison for humans.
Take this back to the wall. Tell her she can put it in her museum.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're good at this, Dr. Jones. Bringing you alone was such a great idea.
Bringing me along.
Yes, Rambo.
You brought me along.
I did it. I'm a genius.
Right. Sure. Little fucker.
You treated these guardians like nobles. Why?
Little fucker pinched my toe, or at least pinched my shoe. How did I feel that? Ah, fast travel. I keep forgetting that these exist. Which on the one hand is great, because that means they're integrated into the environment very well. But on the other hand, they're integrated into the environment very well, so it makes it kind of hard to remember they're there sometimes. Ah.
The Scarlet Arrow. Dana Wall, this is your yacht?
Indeed. Maybe one day I will take you sailing, Dr. Jones.
Okay. Here. Have a Protector Sealy. Have a Raw Sealy.
Spectacular find, Dr. Jones. Spectacular.
Have a Victory Sealy.
Well done. Now, would you be so kind and give the crate to the delivery boy outside? Make sure to place the false bottom on top of it first. The Nazis are too daft to see through that.
Sure. False bottom bananas.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Yo, delivery boy, I got some, bananas and limes for you.
لو ده من نوال حطه بس في شنطة العربية.
There we go.
متشكر. أكيد هخليها تتنقل للمتحف. هي دي تصاريح الشغل اللي طلبتها نوال. اديها لها لو سمحت.
Work passes obtained from museum by Noel's delivery boy. It's kind of like when you feel someone touching your hair. I guess, yeah. I mean, if you would feel like a slight movement, you would probably react like someone yanked it. Still weird to me to think about. But granted, I don't exactly have very tactile, accurate legs, so sometimes I can't even tell when Star is resting on my head until I move it. Or resting on my
Delivery boy
foot,
asked me
excuse
to
me.
Give you these work passes.
Perfect timing. Well, I believe I've found a way into the
I think I just saw into her mind. What the fuck?
round with my friends. I should tell you all about it.
Journal page.
What do we have here?
Geomantic analysis. Observations on the geometric properties of the pyramids. The alignment of two pyramids in relation to the Great Pyramid must be significant. Notice the number of miniature pyramids and how they are arranged. A very
Come over here, Dr. Jones. Honor us with your presence.
Huh.
Well, excuse
All
me
right,
for
David
reading
Wall.
your notes. Damn.
What have you got?
Have you heard of the tunnels underneath Giza?
There have been some findings, but mostly hypothetical.
Until now.
Are these the tunnels?
Some of them, yes. Now these are unconfirmed from a highly speculative paper regarding the existence of a burial chamber, much like the Osira Miss Murray and Sir Petrie found in 1903. But I believe that one of my agents has found an entrance right here that leads straight into the Nazi compound. Now, this is my proposal.
Okay, so this is how I get into the compound.
Once inside the dig site, act quickly. Find the tunnel that leads into the camp before you were discovered. My inside man has marked it with red paint. The tunnel leads to a workers' area inside the compound, close to Voss's barracks. There's a Nazi flag nearby. Take it down.
Thank God Nazis are stupid. Look at these two, like, hey, these don't look like Egyptians. Excuse me. I need the energy.
نهارك سعيد.
Helen.
The best way is gloves. While wearing them, you aren't actually touching anything, but you still feel them. I suppose that is true. That is a very true point. Okay, wait. Oh, I'm at a different dig site than I think I usually am.
I don't see it.
No, I do. You just have to pay attention, Gina.
There it is.
Let's get to work.
Thank you, Gina.
Oh, you're very good at that, Strawberry.
That's your melee.
Huh. That's a beautiful pattern. You probably stole that guy's only food for the day. I mean, I'll pay him back. Maybe I could bring him some Nazis' food. I mean, Nazis don't deserve the food.
What do you see?
A sarcophagus. This is a tomb.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey. Huh. Looks like a wooden sarcophagus. Meaning this must have been a servant of some kind. I think that's wood. Either that or clay. One of the two.
Where should we go?
Probably the only direction that we can go, Gina. I'm trying to figure this out. But... wear pattern? There are a lot of tombs in Egypt, it seems. Well, I mean, it makes sense. You gotta remember, the Egyptians were one of the few demographics that did mummification, which is something that requires a lot of space and a lot of long-term commitment, for lack of a better term. There's also the fact that ancient Egypt, as we know it, goes on for thousands of years. Like, King Tut and all those big-named pharaohs, the Great Pyramids of Giza were considered, like, even in the time of, like, Cleopatra and shit like that, the Pyramids of Giza were considered still ancient. Like, there are theories that the Great Pyramids go all the way back to, like, 5,000, 6,000 BC. Meaning that these things have been around for several millennia. And there's also the fact that because the Egypt has been a desert for probably most of that time, a lot of tombs will sink into the sand and get lost to time, and somebody will build another tomb on top of it without either realizing it or just not caring. Were they also exploring those pyramids? Yes and no. Like, I think in this one, they're trying to find a specific location around the pyramids. As far as I'm aware, I think we have found everything we can when it comes to the pyramids proper in, like, 1910 or so. What they're looking for is the areas around the pyramids. Because the pyramids are just tombs. Full stop, as they are the tombs of pharaohs. What they're looking for are religious temples and things like that that have these powerful artifacts. So it wouldn't make much sense to have the powerful artifact in the tomb of the pharaoh Especially since the Tomb of the Pharaoh would be one of the few places that a grave robber would try to raid first. Alright. Yep, dead end. This has no light. This has no oil in it. I'm going to say that this is probably a wooden sarcophagus. The texturing patterns and stuff like that is a little bit too scattered for clay, especially since it looks like it's strapped down and clapped together, whereas with clay you would basically just have the weight of it holding it together. So this is probably wood, meaning these are probably servants,
Where should we go?
or at least people that were important enough to mummify, but not important enough to get
Maybe that way.
gross. You couldn't get ahead in the afterlife. But wasn't there that closed off room in one of the pyramids? Are you talking about in game or in real life? I'm not quite sure which one you're meaning. Hey there, Chief. Don't mind me.
Oh, sorry. You don't mind.
Yeah, they do still occasionally will find undiscovered rooms in like stuff like that in the pyramid, due to the fact that some of those things were meant to be like bait and traps for like grave robbers and stuff like that. Like they're like a lot of those pyramids will have like dead ends and false bottoms and things like that to either deter or eliminate grave robbers from trying to steal stuff from the tomb. But as far as I know, especially with the advent of modern technology, I think we have found everything we can in the pyramids. Like, I know, like, the conspiracy theorists like to say it's like a spaceship or whatever the fuck, but in all honesty, it's a pile of rocks someone wanted to be their tomb. And there's only so much you could discover with it. What I want to know is the area around it, because whereas the tombs themselves are pretty much, for lack of a better term, set in stone, the areas around them, because of erosion and weather, where the sand blows in, rain will come, impact the sand, pat it down, and create these layers upon layers upon layers of matted sand and loose sandstone, that there could be hundreds, if not thousands, of small undiscovered rooms all across that area, because we just can't find them with technology that we've got right now. Like, a sonar ping will only work so well when you can't, when it comes to discovering the width of something, if there's no way for it to get through, like, the actual physical barriers to get to it. Like, I know, in Jurassic Park, they used a, I can't remember what it's called, but essentially you put a buckshot round into it, and it thumps the ground and creates a sort of a vibration pattern of everything that's supposed to be there. You do that with like loose dirt and stuff like that. In theory, you could do that in a lot of places. In like the desert in Egypt and stuff like that. But the problem is that with how old some of those sites are, that sudden violent shaking could cause archaeological sites and locations to just completely collapse just from the sheer kinetic force. So it's all just examining now. More or less. It's like what's going on in Pompeii. They're still excavating Pompeii, and they're still discovering new rooms and locations in it. It just comes down to the fact that archaeology is a very, very, very delicate profession. It requires you to take it slow and be delicate as possible, because if you are not careful, you could end up destroying something that the very thing you're trying to discover. Like, there is a GIF I've seen from, I think it was like an excavation dig. I don't know if it was a legitimate dig or if it was just used for a sketch, but it hurts me all the same. They're excavating the remains of somebody, and one of the people doing the dig or cleaning it out accidentally hits the fucking skull with one of his hand picks and breaks it. And every time I see that, it hurts my heart. Because that just completely ruins anything we could have learned about that skeleton. Because, yeah, in theory, you could have maybe put the skeleton back together, but if you don't keep the skeleton as preserved as it was when you discovered it, all the discoveries you can make of it have been lessened. It's like if you take a painting and you put a cut through it. Like, in theory, you could stitch the cut up, but some of the details and information of the painting might be lost with the repair.
Feels like they're staring at me.
Don't worry, they're very dead.
I hope they stay that way.
Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, fuck y'all. No, no, nope. And that is one of those scenarios that is why I could never really fully get a degree in archaeology. I would have had a fucking panic attack if I had to do that in myself. Light. Oh, some stone slabs. Oh, what happened? Like, what just happened in the game? They were sliding through a what I think they're called is like a burial pod, like a burial pod or something like that, where they basically put a bunch of mummies that didn't have enough value to get their own sarcophagus, and they just basically stacked them all together. So they were sliding past all of these mummies in varying states of decay to where you could see some of their skulls unwrapped and unraveled as they were sliding through. So, you know, you had the traditional mummy where it's completely wrapped up. There were other ones that are just like, hey, here's this half-rotted face of partially preserved flesh, and it's just an unpleasant look. And yeah, it is disgusting, but interesting. I agree with you 100%. Like, here, I will, just for your sake, I will go through again. Just that way you could, like, see some of this. So, yeah. You could see how these, all these mummies, like, scattered about in here. In different states, where some of them, the bandages have come off, and you could see where the parts of the different stages of decay they're in. In fact, you could actually see one of them back there is still pretty well preserved, all things considered. Like this one, like that one right there, three down on the left, is pretty well preserved, all things considered. Like, he's still got most of his cartilage, he's still got most of his features, despite being probably thousands of years old. And that's one of the fascinating things about mummification, is the fact that you can find a body, in some instances, so well preserved, it looked like it died maybe 5 years ago. Like, it would look like a body that we would find nowadays of our embalming techniques. And that's one of the reasons why people are always fascinated by Egyptian mummies, is because they are such... They are, I think, in the process of the mummification process, that's one of the reasons why Egypt is such a fascination for a lot of people, is because as far as I'm aware, we don't know exactly why... what their mummification process was and what they did to make a body be as so well preserved. It's like how despite us, like, being hundreds of years past them, we don't know how to make Roman concrete. And we didn't know how to make Roman concrete until very, very recently. Because the techniques they used to make concrete back then is drastically different than what we do now. And the process they did was able to make concrete that lasted for thousands of years. Whereas we can't make concrete last more than, like, a couple decades. And it was a technique used to make that type of concrete that was lost to time for a very long time. And it wasn't until, like, I think either last year or the year before, we may have finally cracked the equation to figure out what their version of concrete was made from. Or that weapon they used in water that created fire. We still don't know what that was. Yeah, that is true. Though I'm a firm believer in, I believe it was a type of oil, like a type of kerosene or something like that. Sort of like how you can get blowtorches that can work underwater. I think it was like very much a very crude version of that in a much more finite amount. That's always been my theory. Because at the end of the day, you can have fire underwater. It just has to burn hot enough to not be snuffed out by the water.
It's a pressure plate. We have to put something on it.
Ah,
Not you, Gina. Oh!
Oh no, the gate closed.
God damn it!
I'll find a way to open it.
Hey there, Chief.
I think I see something over there.
Uh-huh. These appear to be ancient grave robbers. People that tried to rob this place and probably died from it.
This'll work.
Dr. Jones? Something's moving on the floor.
Oh, fuck you. Will you all fuck off already? Yeah. Yeah, a type of... Yeah, right. Still. Love that we also learned that gladiators rarely killed each other. Yeah! Like, that was actually one of those things that I was glad to learn about, because it never made sense to me why they would have these people constantly killing each other. And it's nice to, like, and it's also makes sense that obviously one of the emperors that were completely off their nuts were the ones that wanted to watch people kill each other. But it does make sense. Why the fuck would you invest all this time and money into these people if they're just going to die? Because that's the thing. Most gladiators were pretty well respected. In fact, that's one thing I always find like a fascinating comparison. The greatest gladiator of their time was basically the LeBron James of their era. And I think that is an interesting comparison because, like, yeah, in some instances they were probably a slave, but in a lot of those cases, the gladiator may make enough value and wealth for his masters and whatnot to buy his own freedom. And he would get all the notoriety of being this great gladiator and be a free man. I also learned another thing they did for fun. Really?
Not here. I can put it on the pedestal.
Fuck y'all. Fuck you.
Just watch out for the scorpions.
Really, Gina? Here, I thought I was going to just keep walking through them. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ow.
Here.
Fuck you.
Got it.
Fuck off.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Honestly, that that is actually pretty cool. I would love to see what a boat battle would look like. Because that actually sounds like a wild fucking fight. Like watching two dudes dressed in armor and all these different kind of weapons fighting each other on two fucking rowboats in the middle of the Coliseum. That sounds so fucking funny. I'm fine, by the way, Gina. Gina, you really gotta deal with those oils. Yeah. I mean, it's like that's a one. The blessing and a curse when it comes to technology. Only in a couple of days. That is impressive, and that's one of the benefits of having such an abundance of people working together on a project. That's both the blessing and the curse when it comes to the way we do things now, because we do things a lot of the time via cost effectiveness, to where we spent as much, like the most money we can. We try to spend as little money as we can, whereas a lot of throughout a lot of human history, there was only so much money you could have going around because of just the resources that existed. So a lot of the time, a lot more things got done because they had more people on the job. Yes, but there was a less of an incentive to do things as cheaply or as poorly as possible in order to get stuff done. Because if the city only has like 500 gold to its name total, it doesn't matter how cheap you try to do things. You're only going to have 500 gold to spend. It's not like you can create more gold. Like, yeah, you could in theory.
We're through.
The best thing about those boat battles? What is it?
Boss's office must be up in those barracks. And there's the Nazi flag.
Hello? Oh, thought I heard someone knocking. It was whoever wanted to do it. Okay, that's fucking awesome.
Let's get that flag down.
A random citizen could do it. That actually sounds like fucking fun. I mean, that's the one sad thing. It's like the one thing I do hope, if we could fully figure out how they make Roman concrete, one thing I heard as a suggestion they could do is they could try to restore the Great Colosseum using the same techniques of the Romans of the time. Meaning that you could, in theory, yes, you would be changing how the Colosseum looks, but you could restore it using the technology and techniques of the time period to sort of reinstate it to its former glory, as well as keep the Colosseum authentic. I heard that as an idea for something they could do to test it. Now, on the one hand, I like that idea. On the other hand, I think they should try to just rebuild the Colosseum using those techniques somewhere else. I do not feel like they should do the test on the Colosseum itself, because all it takes is one motherfucker to do to the Colosseum what that one dude that was working on the roof in Notre Dame to completely destroy that thing. Because all it takes is one mistake to destroy something that old. Hey, do you mind taking care of this light for me? Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey. You need to lay off the liquor.
Surprise.
Gesundheit. Here, for your health.
Nice and easy.
Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when the people that work in your dig site just all succumb to alcoholism? And they even suck at it because they keep breaking the bottles after they finish drinking it and just cover themselves in it. Like, if we didn't know any better, you would think that they were being knocked out with those glass bottles. Night night.
Off to the dreamlands.
Okay. They definitely really built a huge presence here. I'm going to try and climb that thing. I guarantee it. Fun fact, if you are not aware of this, Jake, you cannot actually legally climb the pyramids of Giza in real life. It is actually technically, for lack of a better term, a felony. Because of the fact that the pyramids are so old and so, for lack of a better term, fragile, that if you do something wrong and you cause the pyramids to collapse, that's thousands of years of history gone. So they just basically tell people that they will let you go on guided tours to check out the tombs and like all the stuff that is accessible to the general public, but they will not let you climb it because they don't want to risk you dislodging any of the stones and causing the whole thing to collapse. Alright, fuck you. You don't get to dodge. Bitch. Ow! I know firing a gun inside the complex was... Alright. Hi. I'm from the Olympics Committee. Do you mind taking the torch for me for the next part of the relay? Thank you. Hi there, I'm here to make sweeping changes to this dig site. Starting with your termination!
Nice to meet you.
Hey, are you a fan of Peter Gabriel? Here, I need to hammer my point home.
Too easy.
Er hat ihn!
You're the pick of the litter. Thank you, Duck.
Was gebe ich für ein frisch gezapftes Bier?
Here, let me give you your pick of beer. I'm a fan of lowbrow,
Down you go, pal.
like my humor. Actually, to be honest, I actually don't. I'm going to leave now. Have a great night and weekend. Great watching you. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And you have a great and stress-free week now. Feel free to come back next week. Okay. To be honest, I'm actually not a huge fan of beer.
Es ist jede Minute da und meine Uniform sieht furchtbar aus. Für dein ungeübtes Auge vielleicht, aber ein Schlauberger wie... Oh je!
Do it.
Wow, your reaction time is terrible. You know, I think it's time we have a farewell to arms.
Nice and easy.
Hier liegt jemand! Reiß dich zusammen! Hier muss was sein.
Hey, it looks like your mind is clogged with stupid ideologies. Let me help you with that. There you go.
Sweet dreams, fella.
Jetzt durch die Zeit reisen. Das ist
Excuse me, do you have a license to get to use liquor here?
An arrest, would you?
Eindringling!
Come on. Come on. Give me a leg up on the competition.
Verdammt! Ich lade nach! Das tut jetzt weh! Hab ich dich, du listige Ratte! Bist du ja? Mach Du bist lächerlich!
What kind of is Wedamaki?
Hey! Er ist hier drüben! Auf ihn!
Mann verloren!
Volltreffer!
Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Think fast!
Ah, fuck!
The Nazis will kill us if we're found.
Not good. Let's get that flag down.
Wenn Voss findet, wonach was war das?
Hit your distance, pal! Right back at ya!
Das klang merkwürdig.
You gotta get close.
Was war das?
Ow. Okay, that's irritating.
The Nazis will kill us if we're found.
Not good. Let's get that flag down.
Too easy.
Yeah, we're not playing I Spy here, Gina. You can't say I spy a Nazi. That's too easy. There's too many of them out here.
Was zum Teufel war das? Der war doch.
That's close enough.
Ah, don't get up. All right.
Da kämpft ja meine Oma im Schlaf besser.
Alright, shield. Some defense is up. Into the dig of it.
Give it a rest!
Hey, do you want to test your strength with the strongman game? Bellringer!
Fair and square.
Seltsam.
Keine Sorge.
Let me sweep you off your feet.
Sweet dreams.
Mist, hat einen!
What's this? So Hitler sent his lapdog to watch over Voss.
Hey. Looks like a supply ship. Hey, I know you're looking for whoever knocked out your buddies, so let me go ahead and surprise that for you. They're right here.
Sweet dreams, fella.
Don't let them see you.
Seltsam. Ha! Ich hab dich. Gib ihm Keile.
And I got away. I'm sure Gina will be fine.
Voss is using any means to find the stones.
I didn't get a chance to read that one. Damn it. Oh, Gina! Don't know how you got away from the Nazis, but good for you. There we go. Yeah, I feel great. Oh, fuck that. Really? Okay. Huh. Really? No one's around to give a fuck. Fantastic. Alright. Can I open this from this side? No! Of course, I'm on the side that I can't open it from. Why not? Prickly pear. Money. Rifle. Okay. I love how I can still hear the sounds of Nazis all around me, even though most of them are either dead or unconscious. Hey, a fig. Okay. Nice job, you two. Now take a rest. You finally found whoever was knocking out everybody. Ow. Ow. Fuck you.
Bist du ja.
Hit your distance, pal.
Oh no! They defeated me! Oh no! Lucky hat makes me immortal!
Kann nicht am Freien bleiben.
Du bist mir unterlegen. Mann am Boden.
There, I stopped. Huh. Lots of dead Nazis. Love to see it. Hey, radio frequency.
Army intelligence.
Here, Gina. Really? I can't give it to you here? Come on! Slug Boy. Increase handgun ammunition capacity by a half a dozen bullets. Ooh, yes!
I'll give this a read.
There we go. Hey, document. What we got here? Excavation order. Operation orders for excavation site Giza, Egypt. Eagle, the excavation will be index the Sphinx. Locate the sanctuary of the Guardians. Cut the Kawas ruins. Find the secret of the Queen Mother. Funerary temple. Find the entrance to the rumored tomb hiding the idol of Ra.
Nazis are being thorough. I'll give them that.
Daily report from the Peru expedition. We finally got a strange symbol in the secret chamber translated by a language expert flown in from Berlin. This allows us to identify a way entry. Yo, I think this is your sister.
They're up to something.
There we go. Let's light this party.
Tiro al bersaglio. Non me la caverò con una penna.
No, you can't write your way out of dynamite. Requires Warlock key. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, these are the pyramids. Why do they have a map of the U.S.? And not even the entirety of the U.S.
This must be boss's office.
Really? You can unlock that door, but none of the ones that require a specific key? What the fuck, Gina? Dude seriously has a portrait of himself? Why? Detention center key? Nazis don't deserve money.
Interesting bedtime reading.
Sigmund Freud's book about his theory of unconsciousness and how it's represented in streams. Wait a minute. It was later banned in Germany when Hitler rose to power. Huh. Ooh, Strauss is reading illegal fucking books. Imagine needing to ban books in order to fucking push your ideology. It's a fucking shitty ideology. It's about the fruit. It is true. We have lost a very valuable battleship, but the results of the expedition instills hope even more.
Someone has high expectations of us. Huh. Document about a Nazi battleship disappearing off the coast of Peru.
How can a battleship just disappear?
It sank.
Maybe it hit an iceberg.
On the equator?
Maybe it hit an underground mountain then, Gina. Or underwater.
Okay.
And the whole earth was of one language, of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found the plain in the land of Shinar. And they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, "Go to, let us build a city and a tower, whose top may reach into the heaven. Let us make it a name, lest we scatter abroad upon the face of the whole earth." And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of man built. And the Lord said, "Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and know nothing, now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, blah 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 blah.
The confusion of languages. What does that have to do with the stones? More symbols. Like the one on the stones and in the secret monastery. Found your sister's notebook.
You did?
How the fuck can you tell?
You, boss, was behind her disappearance.
Sumerian cuneiform, demonic script, hieroglyphics. And those damn symbols again. What's the connection?
Almost secret research. Maybe she discovered a new language.
Do you mind if I hold on to this?
Just don't lose it. There's something happening out there.
Hmm?
So that's where Voss went.
We should follow him. See what he's up to.
Now they opened the gates and discovered everyone was dead or unconscious.
To follow Voss.
Let me laugh a little bit. It's the other way, actually. Move, Gina. Alright. Gonna do some double checking around just to make sure. Aha! Some cock cookies. And 3. Okay, there we go. I must climb the pyramid. No, no, invisible barriers. Why? Why must you let me get this close and deny me? Fuck. let's go hit Voss with a tire iron.
Get down before you...
Ist da jemand?
You need to watch your surroundings better.
Excuse me.
Good night.
Ich seh dich!
Oh boy.
Betreten verboten!
Excuse me. Ow.
Ich brauch Munition!
Getting close.
Nein! Ich muss nachladen! Braucht Nachschub! Laterne nach!
Lass los! Ich hab ihn!
Is that all of you?
Nimm die Waffe runter! Hab ihn! Mist! Er hat ihn!
Weren't there more of you?
You Nazis really suck at the game up game. Hey. Some more bread. Nice to know Indiana just basically carbo loads in order to survive bullet wounds. Strong pottery.
Another satisfied customer.
Hope you don't mind if I cleaned your bell. Or clean your clock and ring your bell. Damn it! I hate it when I have a really good one-liner and I fucking mess it up. man on the ground. He's one of us. Here, you mind helping me with my drinking problem?
Hat wen umgelegt. Hey, du hast dir nichts verloren.
Duck soup.
The fuck does that have to do with duck soup? God, imagine that's the last words you hear before you fucking die. Someone shoots you and just says duck soup.
Schön mithalten. Das war knapp.
Really? Oh, go on. Go on. Go on. Come on, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Ow! That was rude. How would you like it if I threw a rock at you? Here, I'll throw a rock at you with this.
Waffe hält dich auf.
High speed rocks. Here, have a bunch of little pebbles. Me full of regrets? Nah. Here, let me drive that point home.
Jetzt kommt's! Das war gut, oder? Ja, weiter so! Achtung!
God, you all have glass jaws. We're making some sweeping changes. This is no longer occupied territory.
Hey!
Good effort, Doc. But sadly, you were a Nazi, so you obviously weren't going to win. Heal some wounds. Okay, so okay. I think that's most, if not all, the Nazis dead. Hey. I knew there were still some more here. This is it. Wow. Really? Here, you should get your hearing checked. Here, figure out if you can get hear that ringing for a while. Oh, the Nazis are talking in their sleep. Or in their corpses. It's the air. Like, the Nazis aren't talking. That's air escaping their lungs as they bleed to death. Opens from the other side. Yay! Reoccurring problem. Yep. Hi, bandages. There we go. Give me some cock cookies. Opens elsewhere. Joy. Where the fuck do I go in? Oh. Probably from over here. Secret found. Secret military intel concerning Radio Gorsiki's presence in Gaza. In Giza. I keep wanting to say Gaza.
Rosetta Stone. Without it, we never would have deciphered the hieroglyphs.
Ah, the Rosetta Stone. One of the greatest discoveries of archaeology. Alright, there we go. Sheena! Warn me next time! Bandages. Opened from the other side. Three, four.
Sounds like boss.
Not surprising.
Sie sagten, Sie würden ihn verhören. Er ist tot.
Ich habe ihn verhört. Er hat nichts gesagt. Also ist er jetzt tot.
Ich habe Ihre unglaubliche Unfähigkeit aus Respekt zum Führer toleriert. Aber das hier, das grenzt an Hochverrat!
Mir untersteht die gesamte Wehrmacht. Ich könnte sie hier und jetzt erschießen. Und keiner würde es hinterfragen. Also hinterfragen auch Sie nicht meine Hingabe zum Führer.
Faszinierend. Wo waren die Affengeräusche?
What the fuck?
Um Ihren peinlichen Versuch, Dominanz zu zeigen, zu unterstreichen. fast ganz, haben ihn getötet. Wie wollen Sie das wieder gut machen, Sie Schimpanse? Hoffen Sie darauf, dass Ihnen die Lösung aus heiterem Himmel auf den Kopf...
Apparently there is the miraculous solution.
Indiana Jones.
Boss?
What are you doing here?
Just dropping by.
It's been a long time, Indiana. I have missed our conversations.
That makes one of us. Watch him.
Where's Dr. Lombardi, boss?
Oh, that's right. She told me she had a sister. I see the resemblance. You've traveled all this way to see.
Ah!
Oh, heartwarming, isn't it? You creep.
You led them right to the Vatican, didn't you?
And what led you here, Dr. Jones? Now, don't tell me it's about a woman, yes? It is always about a woman, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous.
You left her heartbroken, didn't you, Dr. Jones? For what? Were you afraid of becoming a husband? A father? Oh, you were afraid of becoming your father.
Oh, don't psychoanalyze me, Nazi.
Play all the mind games you want, boss. I'm not the one at gunpoint.
You look like a bitch. Hey, I really seen something how to affect me.
From what I heard, Belloc snatched your biggest find from under your nose. A Shinnakan fertility island.
Such a poison. Don't worry, I'll get it back.
I saw you at my lecture in Vienna. Did you enjoy it?
Can't remember. I fell asleep.
Damn. The disrespect. Nipple!
Snap a picture of this tattoo.
I wonder what secret was so great this thing sacrificed its life to protect it from the world.
Maybe he just wanted to protect it from bottom-feeding scum like you.
Bots.
It resembles Egyptian hieroglyphs, but
Yes! Give me your expert opinion, Dr. Jones. What about archaic Sumerian?
this is not cuneiform.
Yet some of it looks like a syllabary, not an abjad. Interesting, no?
There's clearly a fully representational figure here, you blind.
Very well, but then how do you explain the triangular lines? This is far beyond your understanding, Dr. Jones.
Archaic Sumerian predates earliest known Egyptian hieroglyphs by centuries, you...
It's Adamic. Isn't it?
Adamic.
According to legends, Adamic was the first language given to men by God. It must have been what your sister was researching.
Where is Laura?
You should be asking yourself who is Laura.
Tell me why you have taken my sister.
And are you overlooking lex parsimoniae? Always choose the explanation with the fewest assumptions.
I'm not assuming anything. Just tell me where she is before I put a bullet into your gut.
You're assuming she didn't join my cause out of her own free volition. You are assuming she wants you to find her. When the only assumption you need to make is that she's happy where she is. Working for me.
No!
Gina?
And now that I have their undivided attention, you are welcome to proceed.
Take the gun!
Damn it! That's a broken nose.
I have killed many men like you.
Hey!
Are you fucking serious? Oh, foreshadowing!
Sie haben mir das Leben gerettet.
Bitte, Sie Oberst. Ich leiste immer meinen Dienst fürs Vaterland.
Dennoch stehe ich in Ihrer Schuld.
Tun Sie mir einen Gefallen. Versammeln Sie die Männer, rufen Sie die Knochensäger und legen Sie diese Eindringlinge in Ketten.
Mit Vergnügen, Herr Sturmbannführer!
I got a better idea.
Why don't you two take a seat?
If, God forbid, things go up in a puff of smoke, the way you came in will be closed. And that leaves this tunnel as our only exit. I will be waiting there, in case I need to guide you out.
Come on. We gotta get out of here.
In case they wake up.
I think it's time we found that exit Nawal was talking about.
God damn it, I didn't get to check all the things.
No, he was trying to talk sense into the boss.
I can pick this lock.
Well, that's just great.
Oh, fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck! Those are autocannons! Oh! 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 Yes?
Right, Dr. Jones?
You could have killed us!
I had to do something to keep the Nazis from following. Where's Gina?
Gina!
Gina!
Okay.
Where are you, Gina?
Gina, shout if you can hear us!
Gina has been buried alive. That was probably the dumbest plan like a bunch of smart people could ever think of.
Here! Dr. Jones! I'm here! Noel, are you okay?
I'm fine, Gina. Can you find your way out?
I think so. It's clear on this side.
You were in the escape tunnel, so it's a straight shot from where you are. Me and Dr. Jones will find another way out.
Be safe. See you back at the tent.
Well, let's see if we can't find an exit then.
There's a way out, over here. Awful crowds in here.
That was an incredibly dumb plan.
Do you like her, Dr. Jones?
Who, Gina? Yeah, sure, I like having a pain in... Bless you.
Bandages. Okay.
Looks like the entrance to some kind of temple.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and use this opportunity to go ahead and stop here for right now. I want to thank so much to everyone that happened to tune in today. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to check back in next week. I stream every Thursday and Friday, starting usually around 5 p.m., but starting no later than at 7. I want to thank you all so much for... 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the record. I want to thank you all so much for taking part, and I hope you all have a great and stress-free week now. Bye-bye!